This podcast is a member of the Red 5 Network. For more Red 5 Network podcasts and content creators, visit bio.link/Red5.
It's Tuesday.
Hi.
How we doing, everybody?
I'm excited. I was excited the other day, but I love Disney. Okay. That does not mean I agree with everything in Disney, but I love Disney, and I'm just so excited for tonight because I know that you and Kim love Disney. I'm excited because my bestie is going to be on the show tonight. And a special side note about our guest tonight, everyone, and welcome everyone in the chat. But my bestie and I, if it was not for her, led me to be a co-admin on her page. That is what led me to writing, which writing led me to podcasting. So I used to do radio. And so she has a very big part of that. And I just have known her for I'm not even going to tell you how many years, because then I'm going to date myself and that's not fair to me. I love Kim because Kim's in agreement. So I'm so excited for tonight. I'm pumped for this month. I'm excited because Kim and I have been planning a girls' night for the last Tuesday of the month. Scott's going to be scared, but it's going to be wonderful. It's going to be great.
Scott's going to enjoy it.
We're getting a really good guest list. Guest list on that last Tuesday is looking good. I'm so excited. So I'm pumped. How are you guys? See, she's ready. Let's go to Disney. And then let's go to Dollywood.
Real quick, before Kim does a shout out to the chat real quick, I just want to say, Luna Girl, completely understand. Have a great night. We love you.
We hope you feel better, Kelly. We love you.
We do. And of course, there's always the, watch it later or wait for the audio. The audio might actually be out by morning.
Whoop, whoop.
Maybe. Only if Scott gets his together.
We got our shit together more today than we did for Sunday. So I'm very proud.
Oh, that's definitely that's definitely for sure. Real quick, let's go ahead and take care of just a little bit of housekeeping real quick, and then we'll bring on our guest. We'll let Nicole introduce our guest. Go ahead, Kim, give a shout out to the chat.
Okay, we have Megan was in there. Isaac is in there.
Megan's in there. She's still in here.
Oh, yeah.
Luna Girl was in there. I know.
Luna Girl's still there.
Yeah. Luna Girl's yeah.
She hasn't left yet.
Isaac,
Yep.
Ubaldo, got it right.
Yay!
I noticed Nicholas is in here too from Backyard TARDIS.
Whoop whoop.
And I believe that's it.
Nope, my dad is in there.
I saw Kenny in there too.
Kenny's in there. Sorry, Kenny.
Wow,
Everyone say hi to Dad.
Wow, Kim, really.
Hey, I'm doing my best here. I'm just excited about the whole topic.
He's like, let's go. Let's roll.
Backyard TARDIS. It was 92 degrees yesterday. Now it's raining and 72 degrees today. And
It's raining here today, but we need the rain. So
we have a high of right now of 93 today. We're actually we're 7 degrees cooler than we were yesterday.
Yeah, that's true.
We did hit 100 yesterday.
woo.
Yeah, nice and warm. Still, that's why it's a little cold today. I've got my long johns on and freezing to death in here.
I'm like, excuse me. What?
Well, technically, the AC shoots this way, so it comes underneath the desk, shoots right into me and Kim.
Oh, gotcha. It shoots, huh?
Yeah. So during
could be quite fun, Scott. But that's for after dark.
Yeah. I know it.
I love Kim.
It gets too
I
cold.
love you, Kim.
We all know cold don't work with certain things. Anyways,
never mind. We can't go there. Can't go there. Dad's in the chat.
Looks like the Patriots.
Love you, Dad.
Thank you to our Patreons, Luna Girl, Dragon Buddy, Don Dallas Nursolski, Nicholas Schaefer, Steve Long, Hannah, Mikey, Brinley, and Case.
Now I'm going to do this one.
Go for it.
And trying out our 7-day free trial, Pop My Culture. Welcome to our newest patron.
Yay!
And trying out the 7-day free trial option, which is awesome.
Yes.
So again, if you want to join our Patreon, you get a chance to try us out for 7 freaking days. You get a chance to look at what we've got. Obviously, the nosebleed section can get you a shout out on the show, and which is $1. So $1 for as little as $1, you can join. I can't remember what I named the other group, but I think I call them front of the stage or something like that. Those guys at the $5 range, they get also the.
We should rename them like cassette, VHS, vinyl. Right.
I got 2.
And then if we have another tier, we call it 8-track.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna,
I got you.
I like the idea. I
got this.
But if we're gonna do that, I mean, maybe we go 8-track first.
Yeah.
That's the lower version of the audio.
Technically, we're missing CD in there, but yet we like vinyl more. So
Yeah, exactly right.
Yeah.
We'll work on it.
Since we only have 2, let's go 8-track or cassette and vinyl.
Yes.
And if we add more later, we can rename them more.
Like VHS.
Right.
Yes.
I mean, yeah. Be kind, rewind to the 70 trial.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm excited because we recently talked about stuff that we're gonna want to be adding because I'm like, hey, we should do this. I'm excited for that.
Remember, hit that thumbs up button if you're new to the channel. Click subscribe. Click the bell to be notified when we go live.
Yeah, do that.
Maybe you just get a shocker that we might go do another Sunday live one time.
Yes.
It could
We're
probably
crazy
throw us
around
off.
here.
It will throw us off, but we'll do it.
Search for Used and Abused Pod today on all your favorite podcasting apps: Apple, Google, Audible, Amazon Music, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more. I mean, they're everywhere.
You said podcasting apps, and it's podcast apps.
What? I am so sorry.
God, Kim always rechanging the script.
I am.
You're treating her as if she was a Disney villain already. You better be careful. She starts waving around those magic. Whew, you're set.
She wishes she has magic.
She might. You don't know.
Anyways.
Could be in her touch. He agrees. Yes.
You can
Carry on.
You can find Used and Abused on Facebook, the Gram, and Twitter.
You can email us at usedandabusedpod@gmail.com.
Yep, show's already off the rails.
Yeah, it is.
In a good way, though.
If you want to leave us a voicemail, call 928-719-0749. I gotta do a double check on that, make sure it's still working.
And then
Merch.
And we do have a merch store, yes. And then Nicole and I are doing the cassettes.
The twinsies over there.
Yes, we're twinsies.
Good, get off my camera then.
I do have my mug that's got what your your logo. Yes, I have the mug with that. Hi, Shanti. We did a huge shout out for you.
Yeah, we already shouted you out.
Anyway, these 2 designs are found on TeePublic at Used and Abused Pod, all lowercase. Not only can you get the t-shirts we're all wearing, but you also can get
hoodies, face masks, onesies, coffee mugs,
Most importantly,
stickers.
coffee mugs.
Yes, exactly. Coffee mugs are important.
No,
Yes.
that's it. I'm making a new petition. Ban coffee.
What?
Where's Kelly? Give him the right.
I'm sure she's in the chat right now. It's good I can't see the chat because I'm getting yelled at by Kelly right now.
Excuse me?
Lunar Girl's ripping me right now. Anyways, keep moving. We're a proud member of the Red 5 Network. Go to bio.link/Red5 to find more exciting podcasts.
There's things for everyone on that Red 5 network.
Right. Unless Cantina family happenings. Sidebar Cantina went live last night, Monday night at 5:30 Eastern. They talked about Solo.
Yes, they did. Tomorrow,
5 years later.
Yep. Tomorrow night's ATSW, the Escape Pod, with
and they're live every Pantless Wednesday
at 7:05 Eastern. That is with Dragon Buddy, Big Lovin', and Dawn Della Snooch.
And don't forget, Stranger Things Has Happened is on YouTube only. Eventually, we will soon be getting back into that, I'm sure.
Also on Fridays or Saturdays, one of them is the Red 5 Tavern too.
Friday night.
Friday nights, Red
5 Tavern.
Red 5 Tavern. Tune in for their adventures because there are some amazing adventures.
Yep. Layman's Terms on YouTube. Keith.
Yep.
And of course, the Orange Pet Show on Spotify. And now
Apple Podcasts.
available on Apple Podcasts or iTunes.
Yep.
And then, of course, Sweet Studios and Explicit Noise
Oh.
on YouTube.
Yep.
Yes, I changed. I got rid of all the other two that
Yeah.
he was doing. And as a reminder, all links are in the show notes, pinned to the top of our Twitter page.
Yep.
Go to bio.link/usedamusepod to find everything else.
Yes. Now, on with the show.
On with the show. Oh, wait. I'm here. I'm just writing. I was telling on Scott. That's all. I'm waiting. I didn't see a retort to that. Oh, I did see her retort.
No,
you apologize right now. Sir.
No, I'm not going to do it. Because I drink coffee every now and then, so don't worry about it.
You can drink in your mug. You can have hot chocolate, tea, or your favorite warm beverage.
Exactly.
That's why she said it. That's why she said. She was revoking her Patreon. Because it's like, well, you're gonna say that, dude. I'm done. I'm joking, not serious. All right, anyways. We ready?
We're ready.
An event. Oh, real quick before we begin and bring on our guest co-host tonight, we want to remind everybody tonight we are going to be discussing about Disney animated villains. We have decided that we felt that stop motion animated deserved its own pod, including Pixar villains also deserved their own show, as well as maybe possibly in the future, possibly talking about live action another day, another time, another year. So just so you guys know, tonight is very focused on our Disney animated villains.
Yes.
And their music and our favorites and our underrated and some of the pulls.
Why do I feel like I should just get up, say, y'all have fun, and just go back and let you three have the floor.
No.
And let you just have fun with it.
No.
Because that's what the last Tuesday of the month is going to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Love you, OG.
I am very excited because our guest co-host, for those who are just joining in, is the creator of Peace, Love, Disney. She is my bestie. I am very lucky, very blessed because I have been besties with her for a very long time, and she loves Disney. She's worked at Disney, and she runs a very awesome page on Facebook. Again, and now so we're going to bring her on. Her name is Jennifer, and she is a Peace, Love, Disney.
Welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Thank you for finally coming on. They're gonna be like laughing at me all night, like, Nicole, you're such a dork. Well, yeah.
No, you're not.
What's new?
Yeah.
Oh, aren't we all?
Yeah.
Seriously?
yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah.
We all have our fandoms and our loves and stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Mm.
Oh, Nicole.
Oh.
Mhm.
You're gonna hear that a lot, I have a feeling.
Yeah, I say that a lot throughout the whole friendship.
Wow, she's gonna give it all away. Spilling the tea already, Jennifer. That's not fair. Well, I'm excited. Are you guys ready for this? For this
Oh yeah,
We're ready.
bring
Right.
on the villains.
So I know Kim's ready. So Scott, shall we go through the eras really quick of the Disney villains?
We're going to do our
Let's.
best.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
it starts with the Golden Age.
Mm.
And real quick, I would like to say thank you to the people who put things out on Google as well as on Tumblr and Pinterest, because I found a lot of really good things. Yes. So beginning in 1937, we have the Golden Age era.
Mhm.
This is what kind of really begins it all off. We've got Snow White, the Queen. I would like to take this special note. This is really cool because it includes the Pinocchio. I have a question for all of you guys, though, because I did this on a poll. Who do you think out of the Pinocchio villains is the worst?
Stromboli.
Stromboli, yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Stromboli.
Stromboli scared the crap out of me, but the coachman and Honest John. Honest John is somebody you would actually meet even to this day.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Scary. Like that movie is the villains in Pinocchio are so relevant to this day. Oh yeah, and the whale, technically Maestro's in there too.
Yes.
But yeah, when I saw this and it had all of the Disney villains for Pinocchio, I was like, oh my god, that's awesome. That's how I knew I had to pick these. So up next, Scott. Should be it's known as the wartime era. They also, I found another interesting name for it, the package era. I don't know why somebody changed it, but it's actually technically the wartime era. So we have everything from like the Sleepy Hollow. Trying to think of some of these other ones. They're just not as prevalent. You know?
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't recognize any of them villains.
The one I recognize the most is Sleepy Hollow. Those the last two. You know, the headless horseman.
Yeah.
First row at the end, I think that is the giant from the
the giant from Mickey Mouse in the
Beanstalk.
Beanstalk.
Yeah. Couldn't come up with the name right away.
Ah, that's funny. That's
That's
funny you mentioned that.
Yep.
All right. The next one should be the Silver Era. Silver Era is filled. Chock filled. From Cruella to the Red Queen to Hook, Maleficent,
Lady Tremaine, Ka.
Although I personally did not include Cyan because they were just being themselves.
Sure, Con.
Cats.
Yeah.
I have a question though for you guys as we have this up because Hook is in the actual movie, the animated movie, is the villain. But it has been said, I do believe in the book, and Jennifer could probably correct me on this, or she already knows the answer. Peter Pan is also a villain, technically. Correct?
Yeah. I've heard that, but I don't know if I agree with that. But yeah.
Like
I guess if you go by the original tale, and from what I heard, yeah, he would be a villain.
Isn't that crazy? That Disney was able to spin that to the point so that Peter Pan wasn't fully the villain.
Yeah.
Walt Disney did that best. He always made the story so much better.
He did. He
He
did.
wanted it to have the whole family be able to watch it and stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, he did.
Because like right on here is the Siamese cats. I don't know if I agree with that either.
I love Cyan. And for those who don't know, though, I had a Siamese cat growing up, and I loved her. Jennifer knows about my Siamese cat, and so I always loved Cyan for that simple reason because I had a Siamese cat growing up. So I know that they can be mischievous, and I mean, come on, guys. We know that currently the unofficial mascot is sleeping in the corner. She's
That's right.
Yeah.
You know, whenever she chooses. So she's a little mischievous like Cyan. So I get that.
Yeah.
Silver Age. All right. I think the next one is the Bronze Age. Bronze Age is interesting. This is when they begin to kind of use everything, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think for me though, the one that scares the living crap out of me the most though is Madame Medusa.
Oh yeah.
The Rescuers, because she's just like
yeah.
freaky. Like I'm like, dude, I want nothing to do with you.
Exactly. Exactly.
Like she could easily take on, Prince John.
Yeah.
She could take on the rest of them. And Edgar, exactly, Isaac, he is a punk. She could like take Edgar out any moment.
Yeah.
She could lead all these guys. Literally. Leave them all hanging out to dry.
Oh yeah, she could. She could.
It's funny. I'm looking at the Bronze Age, obviously 70 to 77. That's in the realm of when I was born. And I'm looking at this going, yeah, I only recognize the Robin Hood stuff.
Mhm.
And I love Robin Hood, so I like
Oh,
the
I mean,
characters.
Robin Hood for me, back in the 70s, I mean, obviously we had the regular viewfinders, but we also had different ones where they were like a movie camera. You had this long cartridge, you shoved it in, you turn it, and I had Robin Hood on that. So, you know, it was one of those things where, you know, besides the regular viewfinder it had, and I can't remember what they were called. I should have looked them up, but I didn't. But yeah, I mean, that was like my ultimate, and it wasn't the full movie, obviously. It was, you know, so many scenes of the movie, but when I find it, see Robin Hood itself, you know, the full feature length animated movie, I was like, oh wow, I'm recognizing a lot of these scenes.
Yeah. I like Prince. Prince John always makes me laugh when I watch Robin Hood.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
He sucks his thumb, and everybody mocks that. And they do like charades, and if it is him, they always will do suck their thumb.
Mhm.
Everybody loves to mock Prince John.
Of course, it's fun.
Yeah.
All right, I think
Next
the
one?
Silver Age is next. I think. No, the Dark Age. This is the Dark Age. This is interesting because I do personally like the beginning is the Fox and the Hound.
Okay.
I
Yes.
personally like Fox and the Hound. But then this gets interesting because I can see that the Black Cauldron's there.
Mm-hmm.
I can see Radigan is
Yeah.
Radigan is from Jennifer, remind me who's Radigan from. I know you know this. Radigan.
The Great Mouse Detective, I
Great
think.
Mouse Detective. Thank you.
Yeah.
You can really see a huge difference though. Because like at the beginning, it's all their lines and everything in animation was very romantic. Cruella with 101 was the first one that started a new type of animation. And here it begins to change this era. Something really changes in the way that they're, you know, the artists are creating.
Yeah.
And of course, Black Cauldron is just you can either look at it two ways. It's either considered a flop or it's considered a cult classic. It depends on who you're talking to.
Yeah.
And yes, Isaac, thank you. Exactly what it is. Fisher Price movie view.
Nice.
Movie viewer 460. I'm literally looking at the pictures right now going, oh yeah, I remember that.
But this was definitely an interesting stage. Again, not just with the artistry, but just behind the scenes. There was so much going on at this time.
And I'll give it a shout out real quick. Hey, Rolando, welcome to the show. Okay.
All right, but now begins the fun. I feel like we really get a huge boost because the next one is like two.
Yeah.
There's two. Because we get the Renaissance.
This is during our age. We're all grown up.
I was gonna say, you know,
Little
89.
Mermaid, Rescuers Down Under, Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin, Lion King. Wow.
Yeah, 89 to 99. Obviously, most people know, especially they watch our show. My daughter was born in 93. And this is where I really started seeing a few of the movies because, I mean, first of all, she fell in love with Lion King. And the longest time, I like, can we watch something else? But I mean, again, she watched Aladdin, watched Beauty and the Beast, Little Mermaid. And plus, from the previous one, she did watch Fox and the Hound. But at this point is when I'm starting to get into actually watch a little bit of Disney stuff because really in the 80s, I didn't watch Disney movies. Like I was telling Kim earlier today, if my parents went and rented a Disney movie for my sister, I would go back to my room and put headphones on and listen to music. I mean, it's like, okay, whatever. It's not for me. I mean, she can watch it. I'm going to listen to music. I don't need to watch it. But when my daughter came around, then, you know, obviously the little kid would, Daddy, watch it with me. Okay, fine, I'll watch it. But yeah, so this, I mean, at this time, I'm also starting to watch these movies.
Yeah, for me, Beauty and the Beast was my all-time favorite for a very long time when I was little. I was born in 82, so I was like 9 when it came out, and I was just obsessed with it. And then Aladdin came, and I was like blown out of the water. I remember my mom taking me, and I was just so fascinated with Aladdin. And then I saw Lion King. So those are my 3 favorite childhood movies of all times. Favorite movies all times.
Awesome.
Mm.
And hello, Jojo Boys.
Mhm.
Yep. Hello to JV.
And I noticed he said that, and I'm gonna
If you
pop it up real
wanna-
quick. 89 to 95 were his years working at Disneyland during this era.
There you
That's-
go.
That's pretty
See?
awesome.
Mhm.
So the next one. What's the next one? Oh, this is continuing on with the Renaissance.
Okay.
So we've got more Lion King, Pocahontas. Oh my gosh, Hunchback of Notre Dame,
Mhm.
Hellfire again, and we'll get to underrated soon. Wow, just look at this,
Mm-hmm.
and you can also see again a change in animation and the artistry here,
Yeah,
because like
Mulan.
with the previous one, it was all kind of like a little bit of romantic Renaissance again,
Mhm.
that whimsical, and here it's a little, you can just tell it's slightly
Yeah.
different, but still good. In the
And
second,
hello, Zombie Walk Reviews.
I
Welcome.
know, I'm so excited to have here.
Try to catch everybody as they're coming in. So,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, I mean, Mulan.
Yeah. And you've also got
But yeah, Hades,
Hercules on here
right?
because that's
Mhm.
Hades.
Yeah, Hades.
Okay, my problem is with like Hercules. Every time it's not the movie. I do like that movie. The thing is,
Hercules.
every
Sorry.
time I hear Hercules, I think of I think it's no, not Nutty Professor. Yeah, it is Nutty Professor. Hercules. No,
Yeah.
the Eddie
Oh,
Murphy remake.
the Nutty Professor. Hercules. 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 Hercules.
Yeah.
Hercules.
You know, I mean, yeah,
Mhm.
exactly. So every time I think Hercules, like boom, my mind goes straight to that every time.
James Wood did a really good job playing Hades. Couldn't think of any other actor playing that role than him.
Okay,
Yes,
I
he
did not know that.
Mhm.
Scar made a cameo in Hercules.
Jennifer, did you know that?
Yeah, you see him beating a rug. He was supposed to be a rug.
Yeah,
And
he was.
yeah.
Brooke.
Yeah. And his trainer was the one that beaten it. I can't remember Danny Vito character. I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but he was like beating the rug. Mm.
All right.
Right.
Now, what's we got here? Oh, yeah. This is the experimental era.
Yeah, not a really good era for Disney at all. Mm-mm.
I know. I'm looking at these going.
Yzma
Well-
is definitely my favorite here.
Yeah. He's and then Kronk is from the Emperor's New Groove.
Right.
Oh, the movie I fell asleep in.
Mm.
Watch
Oh.
that one again.
Yeah, I was gonna say that is hilarious.
That's hilarious.
So,
David Spade was really good in his character as Kronk. Oh my god.
so
I mean,
Groove.
yeah, can't speak.
to give
I
the
got that
story, of that is obviously at the time I was still married. I was married to Kim's sister at that time. Kim took the whole family to see Emperor's New Groove,
Mhm.
and we all go. And I just got off of work, and yeah, I started falling asleep during it. That I literally got up, like, okay, I'm not falling asleep in the theater. I literally got up, walked to the theater, and went, "Oh look, Grinch Stole Christmas is playing. Let me go in there."
Mhm.
So, but yeah, that's. I mean, even her sister, who was a big Disney fan, she even said she didn't like it.
Oh,
But,
what
mean, that's-
made it for me was just the whole throw off my groove and out he goes.
Yeah,
Don't throw off my groove. Don't throw off
Yeah.
the groove. Don't throw off the groove.
yeah.
All right.
Spencer, excuse us, Scott.
And technically, the last one that I threw together today is called Nope, this is still in the same era. Still the same era. Experimental.
Pop it up real quick. Get it a little bit bigger.
You can see Lilo and Stitch.
Stitch. Oh yeah.
Oh, Bolt. I can see Bolt.
Mhm.
From Bolt. You can tell when you're kind of like in your era, but not in your era.
Oh yeah.
Meet the Robinson
Meet
is
the Robinson.
in there.
Yep.
I'm like, if there's somebody who's gonna got my back here, it's gonna be her. Oh,
This is
one.
another great section of Disney villains.
Yes.
This though seems to be even better. For some odd reason, the last egg gets lost to me, but here, like Dr. Facilier and
Mhm.
Mother Grothel, Hans is
Yeah.
a jerk.
Mhm.
Yes, I love to hate him.
Yeah.
He's a
Mhm.
jerk.
Mhm.
And real quick, Joker Voice puts out that Atlantis, way underappreciated story.
That's true.
Yeah, a lot of people they feel that way.
You know, JV, maybe we'll have to do an Atlantis show with you sometime. Just saying.
Mhm.
If you love that show.
Oh, wait a minute. You mean I have to watch it?
Mhm.
It's actually really good. I mean,
I
come
just-
on.
okay. As you can see, like up to 99 and then Emperor's New Groove. And then that was the last of, well, okay, wait, I'll take that back. I did see Tangled, and that's it.
Mhm.
And the only thing that saved Tangled for me was the friggin' horse.
Oh my God.
Maximus.
We'll talk about him next week.
I love the
Exactly.
horse. Because
Save
non-talk,
some later.
non-talking character that just stole the movie.
Yeah, we'll
I
talk
know.
about that next week.
Oh my god, that kills me every time I watch Tangled.
I love you.
And Megan says Treasure Planet is also underrated as well. And Joker said,
Very.
call his agent.
Mhm.
I got you.
Mhm.
All right. So revival, and I think the last one is post revival. This is all current. Hank.
Big
The
Hero
one from
6.
Frozen 2.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to think of the movie.
The lamb is
Moana.
from, yeah, the
Moana
lamb is from Zootopia.
Zootopia. Zootopia 1 does not look like a villain. She looks too sweet,
No.
but like that's the thing. It's kind of like Honest John. They look like the everyday person, you know?
Yeah. I was really shocked she ended up being the villain by the end of the movie.
Mhm.
Yeah. We'll talk about that next week.
Mhm. Mhm.
We'll never stay on track.
Mhm.
Oh, well, yeah.
We'll get there later.
Mhm.
So yeah, so that's now we've gotten through all the eras.
Mhm.
And it's just again really interesting how everything really changed. The lines, how certain things just looked. You could definitely tell when they started really pushing in for more computer.
Yeah. Again.
So, oh yeah, and Big Hero 6. Thank you, Spencer. I'm telling you, I threw some of those together and I was like, wait, I know these guys, but I don't know these guys. So,
Mhm. You never seen Big Hero 6?
what?
You haven't seen Big Hero?
I saw it at your house.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say because I love Baymax.
Like, I know where I was when I saw that movie. It was at your place.
Mhm.
I was saying that Spencer put in Big Hero 6, and I realized that he's right. One of the characters I had posted the picture of was from Big
Heck,
Hero.
I haven't even seen Wall-E, so
Oh, Wally's so good.
Well, and that was also the interesting thing. When I was doing pictures and putting things together, there was somewhere there wasn't any, like Inside Out.
Yeah.
Wall-E. I mean, some of these things are just self-imposed. We are our own
Yeah.
villains,
Our own-
basically.
Mhm.
Exactly.
So,
Ezra says he loves Big Hero 6 and Zootopia. We actually went to Zootopia. We did go to the theater and watch Zootopia.
Zootopia.
I
Yep,
agree,
we did.
Spencer.
so while we're getting into our music groove,
Mhm.
tell us about it.
Oh, is that our mascot?
Yeah, she's like waking up.
Oh, she just wants to tell us her take on villains.
Yeah, in her
Mhm.
sleep.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Exactly. Villain music
Music. We love music. I have to tell you guys something. When I was looking up stuff, like I was like, oh, looking for money rankings, all I found basically rankings of Disney villain music is basically just that. Is your personal opinion. Every article is going to be different. Most of them have about the same top 3 to 4, but for the most part, it is.
Yeah.
There was no like real like, because none of them like got their own personal like awards, you know. So
yeah.
I'm just kicking up comments as they come up through all the
again, I'm gonna have to call JV. Maybe we'll have to figure this out.
Yeah. So I mean, I guess, I mean, do we want to go through top ones or our favorite villain?
Yeah, let's just
song?
whatever our favorites are, and we'll just kind of discuss them for a little bit and move along. Yeah. Because we all have, I guess we all have like a lot of the same ones.
Tim just shows up with a notebook.
I have notes too, but I'm proud of you because
I got notes too. Remember some of the titles.
Notes here. I have notes on my tablet.
Yeah.
Same. All right, who wants to begin us off with some of their favorite Disney villain song? My guess is we're all going to be like chit-chatting and talking it up. So
yeah,
my
a lot of
Disney
fans feel that Hell's Fire from Hunchback of Notre Dame is the ultimate villain song, but it's also been controversial.
Right. I think Hellfire, and not to jump us to our next, not to segue into what we're going to talk about next, but I think Hellfire is definitely an underappreciated, undercredited character villain, and his song is as well.
Yeah.
Because Hellfire is, dude's creepy.
He is.
Yeah.
He is very
creepy. You stay away from people like him.
He performed that song very well.
I don't think they marketed that. Maybe I'm wrong because again, Hunchback came out when I was little, but maybe they just didn't. Hunchback's more like for adults, teenagers to adults.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think they should have marketed towards olders.
Yeah. Well, okay. One of my favorite of all times, and always will be, no one could ever beat it, is Be Prepared. That is my all-time favorite.
I wonder what
exactly.
Burning Irons killed it.
Exactly.
I saw many articles. Be Prepared. It was always in the top 3. Every article I read, it was in the top 3. Usually in 1, or if it wasn't not number 1, it was 2 or 3.
Yeah. Oh, number 1 will always be for me.
Scars.
Yep.
Well, it's a very powerful song.
Yeah.
And different from Hellfire. Hellfire is just plain dang scary. That dude is stay away from him. But Be Prepared though is different. There's this type of energy that is brought with it that you can kind of understand him while yet leaving him the bad guy.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
and my second I really like is Friends on the Other Side from
Dr.
Princess and the Frog.
Okay, Dr.
That one you can just start dancing and listening to, and you're just like, Friends on the Other Side.
Yes, you don't want to be on the other side, Jennifer. You do not go to the other side. You don't play with fire. That's Hellfire.
But it's a good song.
Night, Spencer. Thank you for dropping by.
Yeah, but yeah, Be Prepared. So Scott, why do you like Be Prepared? I mean, Be Prepared. I mean, I literally have to I muscle up.
Well, I remember when I first saw Lion King, and I'm like, okay, the music's really good, and but Be Prepared just stuck with me because it stuck with me not only as a point of be prepared for, as it was pointed out in the song, for the death of the king. And then, of course, you get the back and forth with the hyenas. Why is he sick? But the main thing is it made me really mentally think of, because I was early in my adulthood, and it made me think, that is the way I need to look at life, is to be prepared. Now, there's some things I'm not going to be prepared on. Some things I'm just, obviously when life throws you a curveball, you're not going to be prepared. But try to be prepared for most things that come your way. And so I tried to not only instill that from what I do, but also give that to my kids as they were growing up. Regardless of what you do, try to be prepared for anything coming your way. You never know what life's going to give you. Be prepared to. And so that's where, for me, that's a lot. Main reason why it is one of my favorite songs, because of the fact that it's got a meaning to me.
Yeah, kind of like what mine. There's a lot of Disney villain songs, Sid.
I know. That's why I said, we have to include what we talk about Disney villain songs. I knew we had to talk about that.
Yeah. Because there's some of them, like the one from Beauty and the Beast that Gaston sings. I mean, that's just petting his ego. I mean, you got to pet his ego and make him feel good, because at this time, Belle told him no.
Yeah,
So.
that song is definitely very interesting with Gaston. You're right. They pet his ego.
Yeah.
And that's what makes
because his ego needs to be petted.
such a jerk.
Yeah.
He's very prideful.
He is.
I'm good at everything. I'm muscle.
Yeah, and then you got, on the other side, you got Mother Gothel trying to keep her teenage daughter locked up, saying Mother knows best, don't do this and that and the other.
Oh my gosh, yes.
That song is addictive.
That song.
I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying to keep everything under control, because we play that Disney Dreamlight game, and there's Mother Gothel in there is so annoying, because that's what every time she comes up, Mother knows best. Like,
it's all part of the Tangled movie.
I know it's all part of the Tangled movie. I just want it. When you get the sound on, it's like,
what? You know what? Mother Gothel had it right, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her mother did know best.
Yeah.
Mother Gothel wasn't Mama, though.
Yeah.
That's right.
Real Mama was out there looking for her still.
That's right.
Mother did
That's
know
right.
best for her. Just not Gothel.
That's right.
Yeah, and just clarification for Be Prepared, Jim Cummings actually had to finish the song because Jeremy Irons' voice got hurt by singing it. So, Jim Cummings actually had to come in and finish the song. A lot of people don't know that. I know somebody posted that Jeremy Irons is not the only one who sang that song.
Oh, good to know. And this is why, folks, we had to have her on.
Oh, and the deep heart and Be Prepared, that's when I got told when his voice kind of went out, so they needed someone else to come in. And you can't even really tell the difference. So Bill Cummings, as usual, did a really great job.
So I have to mention one of my favorites. Favorites. And it's hard because Jennifer knows I have several favorite. I just love Disney villains. And I have a feeling Kim loves this song too. And it's hard not to sing it. I've already seen Megan from an autistic point of view also talking and singing about it in the chat earlier tonight. And that is Unfortunate.
I knew that was going to be yours favorite because you are a Little Mermaid fan. I knew that was going to be your favorite.
Well, I grew up as a Little Mermaid fan. Okay, I did. I love Cinderella. I love Beauty and the Beast. I love Little Mermaid. 1989 Little Mermaid animated. I loved. I grew up with that. But Poor Unfortunate Souls is definitely one of my favorites. I mean, songs. In pain, in need. Once I get the girl, do I help them? Yes, I do.
You
know?
This one long and this one wants to get the girl.
Right. Because all she's doing is actually spouting out truth.
Yeah.
He wants to get this. I'm just going to give it to him.
Yeah.
you know, and that's what I love. I love the fact that she's spouting off truth at the same time it's with venom. And I just
Mm-hmm.
I like it when she's like body language and she's like, it's just kind of funny. Mm. Okay, we gotta talk about Cruella de Vil.
Yes,
One
that's my other
of
favorite.
the best villain songs too ever written. Just how they did that whole section, him stomping his feet when he's in his little office while she comes and he's coming down and he's like sneaking down the stairs. It's just, oh my god, it's just pure Disney magic. And it just sticks in your head.
Oh yeah, definitely
Agree.
sticks in your head. But
Cruella
yeah, I
de
agree.
Vil Is my it's hard, and when we get to favorites, I'm sure you'll see smoke coming out of my ears. It is because it's like I love Cruella de Vil. I love that bluesy, that jazzy, and the way they take her song and just really drum it up to her, but not just about to her, but like even like if you've read the book, it just kind of they captured it, and I love that. I love that they captured that. Now I gotta look at something because I'm like really.
Yeah, that's definitely that's my second favorite song.
Yeah.
I mean, as far as like, I know Joker Voice brought up earlier stuff from like with Fantasia. I put that in a different category for me. It's just mainly because it's mostly orchestral, so I put that with my orchestral music.
Mel Levin is the one who wrote Cruella de Vil.
So as far as like Fantasia goes, I love all the songs on Fantasia, but those are my, I put those with when I'm listening to like John Williams, so that's for me.
I was looking up who also wrote. What's another song you have, Kim? Because I'm looking up something real quick, and I'm gonna write something real quick.
Okay. Trying to think because there's so many. Wow. Just a lot.
Yeah. Painting the Roses Red is supposedly a villain song.
Which one?
Of course, that's from Alice in Wonderland. Painting the Roses Red.
Oh, yes. Off with their heads.
Yeah. The Elegant Captain Hook is supposedly a villain song too.
Yep.
Mine from Pocahontas.
Yes.
Another one.
This should not surprise me. Poor Unfortunate Souls. Why did I not know this, Chief? Okay. Howard Ashman. May you rest in peace. And Alan Menken. Oh, yes. Oh, Isaac, yes. Phony King of England. That's just a fun mocking song.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say that. Oh my god. I just looked at my list and that's one of the Disney villain songs. The Phony King of England.
Yep.
Robin
Hood. Yeah.
England.
Yeah, and I can't remember the name of it, but I like the Siamese song from
Disney villains supposedly song too.
Sigh and Am. I love them.
Yeah. Siamese, if you please.
Well, and here's the fun fact. A couple things about that song. One, you could actually go and watch how Peggy and Walt Disney created that song.
Oh.
Peggy, who is the singer for that song, her voice is naturally like that.
Yeah.
Fun fact. He liked her voice and her singing so much. There's another character dog that was named Peg for her. But you can actually watch that, which was really, really awesome because I feel, and Jennifer and I know, we've talked about this a lot because there's a part of my life I was very upset about a few things that have happened with Lady Trump. But it's interesting because you watch how they're creating and you go, that's not how they did it, because there was Hot Topics to that one. and we'll leave that away for another day. But with Cyan, you watch them creating the song and you go, no, that's how they did it. That's how they did it. So, yeah. So we won't go into all those details. It'll get muddy, and we're here having fun.
Yes.
Let's see here. Any other?
Trust Me from the Jungle Book.
Yes.
That God sings.
Yes. Yes. That's true.
Yeah.
And there's Aladdin, actually the King of Thieves. There's a really good song. Let me make sure I pronounce it correctly.
I just thought of a more modern one.
Okay, which is that?
And it's one that we don't think about as a villain song at all. It's kind of like Phony King John. It's a song about mocking. This one, though, is deceptive. And that is Love is an Open Door from Frozen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a Disney villain song. I don't know.
It's not really seducing her. He's using romance.
He is.
To get her in. And thinking she's doing what he wants. You know what I mean? But I'm the good guy. And Love is no. Yay, we see you, Han. We see you. And unless your name is Han Solo, get out of here. I mean,
your only second rate was the song from Aladdin, King of Thieves. That's a really good villain song. Prince Ali supposedly is a villain song.
Okay, because that was redone for Jafar to sing, if I'm correct. That was a reprisal.
Yeah.
They took Prince Ali for Jafar, and that's when he made it bad.
Yeah.
So. See you later, JB. Hashtag keep talking.
Keep talking.
We'll be touched.
Oh, where are you going? You're not allowed to leave.
I'm not.
Anybody's leaving is going to be me.
I'm trying to get my chair not to leave.
Yeah, we don't want her here leaving her.
Oh, please do. Please let it happen. That'd be a good blooper for the show.
Yeah. And then he'd post it and everybody would know.
Oh, yeah. I would actually probably make a video on TikTok for that.
Yeah, I know you would.
I saw another one in our chat, but I think it would be a great segue into our underrated favorite villains. And that is Madam Mim.
Yes.
Amazing.
I really do like Madam Mim. From The Sword and the Stone. To me, she was very underrated. Like people really, when you see them facing off, they forget how strong she is. I mean, Merlin outfoxed her. Merlin, okay, people. If you don't understand that, Merlin's like not a villain, but he is way up there in.
Yeah, he is.
Oh.
And he only outfoxed her because he gave her a disease. Everything else, though, she was on it. Like she changed herself into, a beauty. She made herself into a dragon. She did all these things, and I think people underestimate her powers and her character. Madam Mim is not one to be like Merlin. It took Merlin. Yeah. Merlin can do it, but I think she could face off with a few others, and I think she would win. So what about you guys? Who are some of your other favorite, like, underrated villains?
I don't know. Some people might consider her underrated, but Yzma, I don't think it gets enough.
Oh, Yzma?
Yeah, Yzma. Yeah.
I don't think she gets talked about enough. And I can say that. I agree. Because I think she, from the Emperor's New Groove, she was great.
Yeah.
And I love that she ends up like an evil little kitty. Ah, that's my voice.
Yeah.
Yzma. She was great.
And then the Horn King from the Black Cauldron.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ooh, Isaac, just for you, I will put that up as a poll.
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
I will do that in a poll tonight after the show. Mim versus Jafar. But I see, okay, but here's the thing. Okay, let's talk about that real quick. Jafar has his
Staff.
staff. Mim does it without a staff.
Yes, she does.
Just saying. I'm just saying. I would think that she should win because she's doing it without a staff. If he doesn't have his staff, he got nothing. You
Yeah.
gotta have staff. You gotta have his, to give him power.
I think it depends on if he's a genie or not
Oh, gee,
when he transfers into.
good point. Good point.
Because Jafar always wanted more power, and that's what kind of doomed him in.
Yeah.
Sultan.
Oh, Isaac, this is not after dark, dearie.
Mm.
Kim, before Isaac runs away with the chat about staffs, do you do you have an underrated, underappreciated Disney villain?
That's actually what I was looking at.
If you don't, it's cool.
I just, because it's, well, if you look at it, I mean, the King of Hearts too, he's not really a main one because it's the Queen.
Right. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's true. King of Hearts, he's like, nah.
Yeah.
I think he's actually almost like the only reason why he's bad is because he supports the Queen.
The Queen, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The only reason.
First of all, you just mentioned the King of Hearts. I'm thinking, I'm running my brain through the movie going, I don't remember this guy. So obviously,
very little part in it.
He has just a very, very little part, but he's not one that's well known.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Shere Khan, I don't know. Some people might think he's underrated because because it's an older Disney movie, so it just he doesn't get his due.
Yeah, well, I mean, and I think that's one thing that's going on, with a lot of things with even surrounding, kind of sidebar real quick into like Disneyland, is a lot of the older attractions are now, even though they may be popular, a lot of people going through them may not understand them because they're not showing their kids the older movies.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know I saw a Reddit thing where somebody had mentioned about shutting down an older Disney ride, and the reason why was because his children never seen the movie that was based off of, and he thinks it could be updated to something new.
Oh boy!
But
I'm not going to comment on that.
Yep, that is a hot topic on its own right.
Yeah. Right? No, I understand.
But after the show.
But that's the one thing I was like, and that's, and that's where we're at nowadays, where, most people probably only go back to the, Little Mermaid around the 80s and show forward to their younger children today.
Yeah.
Well, not like my daughter, thankfully, because of Jennifer and myself, she definitely watched a lot of the older ones. And my daughter, like me, loves animals. So we watched 101 Dalmatians. We watched Fox of the Hound. We watched Dumbo. We watched Lady and the Tramp because we love animals. So we naturally watched the other ones.
Right.
Every April, I watch Bambi. It's the one time of year I definitely watch it. But I do like it. So my daughter has definitely seen the older ones. I just really think it all depends on the parent.
Right.
Okay, touching upon what he was talking about. There was this article, a couple, when the Frozen characters, when Frozen movie came out, and they had Anna and Elsa meet and greets. And it was at the Princess Hall. And they were talking about a lot of people was skipping Aurora from Sleeping Beauty because they didn't know who she was.
Yeah.
So they had a lot of people asking, who is she? And I just felt like, oh my God, how do you not know who she is?
Yeah.
Well, it's like, oh my god. So yeah, there's people who don't.
Raise your kids like you raise on them on music. Pass it on to the generations.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
Well, yeah. Well, it's just like Maleficent. Not a lot of people know who Maleficent is until it actually took a turn for a live action.
Right.
Yeah.
And I mean, I grew up with Sleeping Beauty. Again, I've moved.
Yeah.
I've given a lot of those on to my daughter. Now, hopefully, she'll continue to watch them.
Yeah.
Like now, it's all on her. Watch your favorites.
Right. Well, I mean, the thing
Go
is,
back and rediscover.
a lot of them are on Disney Plus too. So,
Right.
I mean, it's not like it's that hard for people to watch them.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you can easily. I mean, you got to maybe have to do a little search. That's
Right.
one thing me and you were noticing today, because I was going because I mean, I remember when the first couple years of Disney Plus, they had a thing where it was Disney through the years.
Mm.
And
Yes, I love those through the decades.
right.
Yeah.
You scroll through and find all the movies. They don't have that no more.
I wish they did.
Really? You
I
guys
wish
took
they
that
did
feature
because
away. That was a beautiful feature.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I could go back and go, oh wow, I haven't seen this movie in forever. I forgot about it. Or because 20,000 Leagues Under. I mean, I know it's not animated, but
Yeah.
20,000 Leagues. It's like, oh yes,
Yeah.
there's a movie I do remember seeing, or again, non-animated Apple Dumpling Game, and
Oh god, yes.
the Love Bug and the whole Herbie series.
Oh yeah, I heard a lot of people would love them to put in the old Disney movies that that they were born and raised on. Like you said, Apple Dumpling Game. I remember them that every Christmas around Christmas time, because you can test the waters and see if you wanted the Disney Channel, and they would play that a lot, and the Peach Dragon and all that. So that's how I got to see all those movies.
Yep.
It's during that free trial.
I think, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong. I think Disney villains have changed though through the years.
Oh yeah.
Animated wise, you could see it not just with the artistry
Mm-hmm.
and the changes in the type of ink that they were using to the computer.
Yeah.
But also in the way that their characteristics, they're no longer they're not always left just the bad guys these days.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Like Cruella is Cruella. Like she is, and now we have the movie, and you're like, I mean, I love that movie, but at the same time, it didn't just leave her at that stage.
Mm-hmm.
So
again, I haven't seen the newer movie, but like Glenn Close's live action of Cruella. Oh my gosh, I fell in love with it.
Yeah, that was good. I've seen that.
So, but
all right, Kim, did you ever come up with an underrated before I pull up some polls?
Mm-hmm.
Not really. Just
Rocking.
yeah.
really, you got ice in your mouth and you got it going through the microphone. No, it's not fine. Oh, yeah, it's going right now. I'm going, what the heck is that noise?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I got some polls for us that I did while Kim looks up whenever she needs.
Oh, wow.
I did some other ones, whatever. I just kind of threw out some questions.
Go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
The evil queen took down the wicked stepmother.
I
But
could
I
see
would
that.
like to make a special note why I did those particular two against each other. Because they are both stepmothers.
Yes, they
They
are.
They're wicked.
Mm-hmm.
One is the evil queen from Snow White, poisonous apple,
Mm-hmm.
and then the wicked stepmother, because she's just a wicked.
Hey, I'll admit I voted on him.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what would you guys vote between the two?
I voted for the evil queen.
Yeah, Evil Queen all the way.
Yeah, Eva Green. Yeah.
In another battle, I did Scar,
Mm-hmm.
Shere Khan, and
Mm-hmm.
Prince John, the battle of the cats. And Scar, 71%
Yes.
won it. Of course.
Yay.
Was number two. Nobody voted for Prince John. Nobody.
Well, okay, let's look at Prince John for a minute. I mean,
Only
he's really,
Prince John of England won.
He really-
Nada.
I mean,
No Scar.
He, compared to those other two, he is nothing. Even.
Yeah, he's very
he's
mild.
the sheriff of Nottingham does all of his bidding. You know, the sheriff's more evil than Prince. I mean, is more of a villain than Prince John is.
John, yeah.
Mhm.
You know, but I mean, for
He
me,
has him do his bidding for him.
right.
Mhm.
You know?
However,
He
for
doesn't
me,
get his hands dirty.
yeah,
His
in
paws
that
dirty.
poll,
My bad.
in
Yes,
that
he is
poll,
Isaac.
in that poll for me, it was. I'm looking at it going, okay, who have I known? You know, I love both Shere Khan and Scar, and I'm
Mhm.
like, but for me, Shere Khan is higher just because I've loved that character for a long time because the way he's right after Mowgli, he's he wants to end the man cub, and again I love Scar, but Scar came later in my life. Even though I saw Jungle Book, I think I had one of those scenes on it. So again, it was one of those early movies for me, or even if I didn't hear it all, it was one of those early things I remember, and I ended up loving Shere Khan.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's for me, but that's the reason why I would vote Shere Khan instead of Scar.
The
However, it will get shocking later.
third one was actually, I asked the question earlier. This is interesting because on Twitter, for
Mhm.
the third question, who is the ultimate villain in Pinocchio? It was 80% the coachman. However,
Mhm.
on Instagram, it was Stromboli that took the
Mhm.
prize.
Right? 'Cause
Wow.
you asked both
Um,
these on you asked it both
For
on
some odd
Twitter
reason,
and
though, nobody realizes Gideon and Honest John, who are going to be like the jerks of them all, really
Yeah.
are probably
Yeah.
the most common today.
Yeah.
So, let me go.
And just so everyone knows, she did ask both of all the same questions on Twitter and Instagram,
Yes.
Yeah.
A huge
which is
shout
cool.
out for the next question. This goes to Simply Blondie. You can find her on Instagram and Twitter. She actually wrote me and asked if I could ask this question, and I did. And that was the fourth question: who is the bigger baddie? And this was between Dr. Facilier and Maleficent. She wanted to see a face-off between them, and Maleficent won on both of them. Facilier, she got 71-29.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I would choose Maleficent because that's the only name I recognize.
Well, and if you watch the Princess and the Frog,
Oh,
Mhm.
that's why.
yeah, the doctor is more of a conniving
Oh,
Yes.
Yes.
you can leave it right there.
conniving personality that he will go to any
Length?
lengths,
Yeah.
any lengths to get what he wants. So he's more conniving, where Maleficent is more evil.
Mhm.
Right. Right. Absolutely. Sorry, fixing something. Lighting.
That's fine.
I mean, for
I had to
me,
fix the lighting.
if we had to do one of these things, where you choose something over something else, right? For me, Maleficent is so evil that she makes Darth Vader look like a hero.
Mhm.
I mean, that's in my
Yeah, but
opinion.
Maleficent did it because of a birthday party. A
Mhm.
party.
Yeah.
What?
Well, if you're gonna do live action, you understand why Maleficent did what she did. It gave
Yeah,
them
but
a little
that's
bit of
that.
factor.
We
Well, I'm
can
just
get to the
saying.
books, and the books are going to really tell us the truth.
Mhm.
The next one was between Cruella and Ursula. Cruella won 67%
Yes.
to 33.
Mm.
I think I did 7 polls total. The
Mm.
seventh one, I actually did a battle of the madams
Yeah.
and Madam Mim.
Mhm.
That was the least voted one, though. I was kind of sad about that. Because Madame Medusa, I think, is also another underappreciated villain.
Mhm.
And the last one, because I had to have one between the two big jerks, that being Gaston and Governor Radcliffe. Of course, Gaston takes the prize.
Yes, he's more of a
I don't know. When I was little, I guess I just thought Gaston was just a jerk, and I never really
Yeah.
thought of him
Outta
as a
here.
villain.
Yeah, I mean, again, conniving, pompous.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I
Can I
thought-
this one back?
And that's exactly
Egotistical.
why what you just said is why I put them together for a face off. Because I'm like, you know what? They would just do that. They are just like that, prideful, pompous, and certain demeanor. And they also came out of the same era too. So I just wanted to kind of face them off. So
Now, the Radcliffe. Now, what movie was he in?
Pocahontas.
Radcliffe?
Oh,
nice,
okay.
Yeah.
So just in real
I'm
life,
just-
he's probably also a jerk.
Okay, so a lot again. Most of the time, a lot of these movies I didn't see. I'll have a lot of the CDs because again, my daughter, I was buying. Daddy buys CDs for the child to listen to in the car. That way she's got something to listen to. But so a lot of these I've had the CDs where, again, I haven't listened to them. Well, she's 30 now, so I haven't listened to them in a long time.
All right.
One more time. She's hitting me with her tail, people.
I can see this.
She's like completely like hitting my elbow.
She must be the evil villain tonight.
Yes, she
No,
does.
she's spicy.
Yes.
But yeah, good call there. The Evil Queen and Maleficent, I'm wondering if they had the same animators. They probably did.
Yeah.
They both probably came out of the 9 Old Men, as they called them. I'd have to look it up to see who the actual animators were for those specific character or villain.
Actually, the actress who voiced Lady Tremaine and Maleficent.
Right, but what about
actress.
the Evil Queen? Was she also the Evil Queen? Snow White's? No?
No,
That was somebody different?
no, that was somebody different. I have it written down.
But I do agree with Nick because in a way they do look pretty close.
I'm probably
in
going to
animation.
look for the name. It's Lucille Lavernon. I think how you pronounce is the Evil Queen.
Oh, who voiced her?
Yeah,
We butcher names all the time on this show. Don't worry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't
I
worry about it.
apologize.
yeah.
I'm just human.
Apologize in advance.
Exactly.
All right. Are we ready
You ready?
for the favorites?
Yeah.
Favorites. We're
Should
doing
we-
top
Hey,
part
R2.
2.
Hi,
We're
Archie.
just getting to our favorites. Should we start off with our guest and her first favorite?
I think you guys already know. Number 1 is Scar.
She went straight to number 1. She didn't even go at number 3, folks.
Yeah, I'll go from 1, 2, 3.
She's a rebel.
Wow, that's great. You know what? That's a perfect way. Because the good thing about it is if it is someone else's one of their top 3s, they can mention it while we're talking about it, and then we continue through.
Number 2, I would have to say Cruella de Vil. I really love Cruella de Vil. I love how she's just who she is, and
Give me your tail.
she makes me laugh sometimes. And then probably Isma is probably like my 3rd one.
Awesome.
Heck yeah.
I like Eartha Kitt. She was really good.
Okay,
Like,
I
yeah.
have to agree.
Isma. Yeah.
She did a great Yzma because Eartha Kitt is iconic in her. I mean, she's a singer. She did Catwoman. Yeah, she did Catwoman. Where's Shanti now? And then Yzma.
So I have to say this. Pull the lever, crack.
Kim,
Let me do my
do your 3.
3. Well, we'll just start with 3 and go backwards.
Oh,
Okay.
she's gonna go backwards.
It was actually pretty much a toss-up because I got like a whole list, but
Same.
I do like Maleficent.
Okay.
So she's your number 3.
She is my number 3. My
Okay.
number 2 is Mother Gothel, only because she just is the type of person that you love to hate her. And then my all-time one is Ursula.
Oh, okay.
Is my number one. I've always loved Ursula.
Interesting. Nicole.
I think I know what her number one is.
But see, that's the thing. My number one can flip with my number two any day in any mood.
Well, what's your mood today?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
But there is only one that I've also cosplayed. So special note there. Number three again. This is tough. I'm with Kim. This is tough, people. Because I do love Maleficent. I think I'm gonna go with Maleficent. But then again, the Evil Queen is really, really good.
Yeah.
My favorite underrated is Madame Mim. But Evil Queen though is just just something about her. It's awesome. Oh dear Lord, R2. Don't you start, R2.
First of all, R2, this is animated, so
Animated only, R2. Nothing more. Just animated.
we're not going by people who work for Disney.
No, we're doing animated only.
Okay.
I mean, if that, first of all, wait, I'm gonna sidebar on this real quick. R2
Yeah,
brought it up.
now, I'm sorry.
I'm gonna do it now because, well, then if you say that's the greatest villain, then actually R2, that's actually George Lucas because he chose her to be the one who was after him. So technically, it's Lucas because he chose
Tell
her.
me when it's okay to come out, Kim.
All right, it's okay.
Yes. It's okay. It's okay.
I heard. Speak no evil. See no evil.
Exactly.
I heard nothing. Oh Lord, why did you? Hey, I have a number two to still talk about.
Yep, number two.
Okay, so I'm gonna go. My number two is probably. I'm gonna say it's from my childhood. Because any day I could switch one and two. Any day. And I'm gonna go with Ursula. I love Ursula. Poor unfortunate souls. I mean, really, it's really a tie with my number one. Because my number one is definitely Cruella. Cruella, I love the book of 101 Dalmatians by Dodie Smith. She is from Hellhole for a reason. In the book, she is bad, and she's bad, and they leave her bad. When they made it into the movie, the animated movie, she was left as a baddie. She is a baddie. And I love her song. Cruella de Vil is one of my favorites, as well as Poor Unfortunate Souls. And Scott, if you want to pull it up, I have cosplayed as Cruella de Vil. I had so much fun. I kept this particular picture because actually, if you notice, there's a deer head there. And then there's the shadow of artwork of Cruella and stuff. And I had so much fun dressing up as Cruella de Vil. I had so much fun. That was years ago.
I dressed as Cruella de Vil for Halloween one time too.
I actually, so for this particular party though, this was a friend's birthday party. It was a Once Upon a Time theme, so it was all inspired. However villain you wanted to wear, everyone wore a different villain, and it was how it was just inspired. So I still, I did my own take on Cruella and how she would be, and made her my own. I loved her. I loved actually playing her. Yes, I'm short, not like Cruella, who's very nice, tall, slender, and but I loved playing Cruella. She was awesome. And I would totally, if I can get back to that again, I would totally do that again. Because she's easy. She's also another character that's easy, I think, to cosplay. If you have polka dots, if you got furs, you're set. So, ooh, good ones, Isaac. He says Cruella, Jafar's scar for him. Good one, Isaac. I love it. That's a good one. Jafar's a really good one too.
Oh yeah.
So, all right, Scott, you on deck.
Okay. Well, my number three will be, and actually, my number three is Shere Khan.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Mainly. He's one of the, again, in my life, pretty much the longest. But the reason why I put him three is because there's two other ones. And again, I know in the poll I chose different, but in my My number 2 is Scar. Again,
Prepared.
killing Mufasa, getting the hyenas to help in all of this, and trying to take over. Obviously, he loses in the end, but that's the whole thing of villains is they lose in the end.
Question.
They don't win. Yeah.
Technically, if Scar takes down Mufasa, does that mean Scar took down Darth Vader too?
You can say that.
I might get in trouble for that. No, people, he did not. Okay, we love James Earl Jones.
Number 1 will always
Amazing.
be, and I'm going to go ahead and throw the picture back up because one, I love your cosplay. My number 1 will always be Cruella de Vil.
I did send some pictures of Cruella and a bunch of the other ones too. They were also there, so it's up to you if you want to show those others. Hi, are you going to come join the show again?
Here we go. We'll just go through them.
Oh, there's some Scar. Jennifer's number 1. Oh, there's Radigan. Jennifer, who's that?
Somebody's know.
The Corn King from
the Horn King from
Black Cauldron.
Black Cauldron. Madam Mim. Oh, Honest John. He was not honest. And Gideon.
No.
Stromboli.
Yep. Gaston.
Coachman. Jerk. The weenie. I mean.
Yeah, the weenie.
John, the phony king of England. Maleficent.
Yep.
Oh, Stevens. Cruella. See, I do. Oh, Cruella. And I would like to make a note that her hairstyle is still very popular to this day. Okay, I swear, in the last couple of years, I have seen a return of her hair color with either black and white or a couple of colors, just like hers.
Yeah.
Oh, there she is, Ursula. I tell you, one day it could be Ursula, another day it could be Cruella. Love Ursula. The animated, she's so the animators did great.
Go ahead, Kim.
Jafar, there you go.
Yes.
There you go, Isaac.
There's Jafar.
Oh. Yzma, there you go, Jennifer.
Oh yeah,
Dr. Facilier. He does scare the crap out of me, though, people. Okay, because even though, like, he's naturally, like, you don't play with that. If you start playing with that, you should be prepared.
Exactly.
Like, prepared, because you're playing with fire.
Yes, you are. Yes.
Keith David did a really good job playing.
Oh, there's Madame Medusa.
Madame Medusa. I just threw out some additionals in there. Oh, real quick, sidebar while we're waiting for Scott. Jennifer, do you want to tell us a little bit about your Disney experience?
I went to the Disney experience that they're going on in different cities. I know one is Las Vegas and one is in Minnesota. So I went to the Mall of America, and there was something we did on the side, and it was a lot of fun. It's basically you go in a room and they play this movie, and it's all wrapped around, like the whole room is like a screen, and the floor, has whatever is going on. Like for the lantern scene from Tangled, the lights were coming out from the ground, from the floor, and it was just so much fun.
Yeah.
If you're a really big Disney fan, I totally recommend it.
So I actually included, I think, 3 photos from Jennifer's Disney experience because they all had Disney villains in them. Here, of course, Jennifer, do you want to tell us who's in the photos?
That's the Evil Queen. That is Ka and Scar.
And then the next one.
the Evil Queen again.
But I see Maleficent.
I think that's the Evil Queen. Evil. No, you can't tell by that one which one that
I
is.
see the Evil Queen. I see Maleficent.
Yeah.
Ah,
The mirror.
the mirror.
Yeah.
I like that they included him. This is a film.
Yes. And then again, Maleficent.
Yeah. Yeah, it was when she was posting photos, I'm like, oh, we could use this on Tuesday night.
Mhm. Yeah.
She could talk about her experience.
Yep.
Yeah.
From there, then it just lined up perfectly. I thought that how cool is that? She had pictures of some of the villains.
Yeah,
Well,
like they would do like a song and then they would just project it all throughout like the whole new world, and they would combine certain movies that would, like all the princess movies from all, when they were singing it. And it was, I can't remember which song was playing for all the Disney villains. I can't quite remember, but it was really a lot of fun.
Yes, Isaac, you should go see this. And that's at the Mall of America. He says
No, it's outside Mall of America, but it's in the
outside. Outside.
Yeah.
It's called the Disney Experience.
Yeah.
Awesome. I think that's the end of our photos.
All right. Well, I'm not finding what I'm looking for. So,
What are you looking for?
the one my store manager did back when I worked with her, and
Oh.
former store manager back in 2013
Oh, okay.
when she did her Cruella, and I was going to have it ready, and then I didn't do it. And I forget, some people, when they do Facebook, they post pictures, 4 or 5 pictures a day.
Yes.
So it gets to be a little hard to go look through things. But yeah.
All right, Scott, what is your number one? Oh, Cruella. You said Cruella. Not bad.
Cruella.
I just realized, like, wait, you did say Cruella.
Right. And the thing is yeah, I mean, it's kind of ironic because my number 2 is Scar, but then when you go back to the music, number 1 is Be Prepared, and 2 is Cruella, the Bill. So
Yeah.
for me, it's one of those things where Cruella early on, first time I saw it, I was like, whoa, okay, this is evil. I mean, and plus I'm an animal lover, so especially dogs.
Don't mess with the dogs.
Right. Don't mess with puppies, man. I mean,
Yeah.
But yeah. So yeah, she will always be my number 1 evil.
We haven't even talked about Disney villain sidekicks.
You mean evil sidekicks?
Yeah, Disney villain sidekicks.
Well, I mean, if Scott and Kim are up for it, I'm up for talking about some evil sidekicks. I mean, we're talking about sidekicks next week.
Yeah,
but
we are.
Evil sidekicks, the villain is kind. We can talk about it. Who's some of your favorite? Who are you thinking of, Jennifer? Sorry, I just threw that one.
And Jasper, I think, are funny from the Hunter Dalmatian. Yeah.
Oh yes, Horace and Jasper. Horace, Jasper.
Yeah.
Did I get the voice right? I tried.
Yeah. LeFou from, with Gaston and everything.
Oh yeah.
He's his faithful little servant.
Well, and he's also the one who gets. But Gaston is not afraid getting his hands dirty. But he definitely has LeFou doing some of his dirty work.
Yeah.
Yes,
the hyenas from The Lion King.
Yeah.
Those are probably the funniest.
Mm-hmm.
You ball, I can't pick 3. I love the villains.
We get
Backyard Tars did nobody bring up the hunter shot Bambi's mom.
Actually, it was in the eras.
Yeah, it was.
It was in the eras. And that was also one of the reasons why when the picture of the cosplay came up, there was the deer.
Yep.
I don't know if you guys caught that. There was actually somebody at that party that was dressed up as the hunter.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
At that party. Somebody was dressed up as the hunter. Somebody dressed up as my friend, it was her birthday. She dressed up as the evil. She was the evil queen. So everybody else could dress up whatever they wanted to, villainous wise. But somebody dressed up as Rumpelstiltskin. Somebody dressed up as the evil stepmother. Oh yeah, it was a Maleficent. It was an array of people. So, but the
Now,
hunt is included.
Isn't Flotsam and Jetsam, aren't they Ursula's?
Yes, they
psychic?
are.
Yes.
Yes, they are. That
They
that
are.
was the ones I was going to mention.
Ha ha! Beat you to it.
Yes.
Technically, they were in eras, and we were talking about them.
Well, I know, but when we're talking about, we're bringing up Disney sidekicks or villain sidekicks.
The villainous ones.
Villain. What do you got, Kim? Anybody? Besides the ones I just stole from you? Welcome to married life.
That's fine. Brought up that one.
No
Mr.
one's.
Smee is another one from Peter Pan.
Which one?
Mr. Smee.
Yeah.
Smee.
He's a good sidekick.
Yep. And then you brought up yeah, her sidekick Kronk.
Kronk, but Kronk is kind of
he's kind of on the line.
He is and he's not, because he's like he is,
Yeah.
but it's like it's over his head. Like he's
Yeah.
so scary. It's like
Yeah.
Kronk, do this, okay.
The problem with Kronk or Gronk. See, I want to call him Gronk
It's Kronk.
because for me, that character actually does look like Gronkowski.
I'm not gonna argue with you.
So I'll just call him Gronk.
Go ahead.
Gronk. Same thing.
Yeah.
They look the same. Anyone else?
Well, because Megra from Hercules is kind of Hades' sidekick, but again, I think it's hers. She's in over her head with that one.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't have any more.
I mean, you got Prince John Snake.
Yeah,
I don't know what his name is, but
I don't either.
Prince John's snake.
So,
yeah.
Wait, I can see her head. I can see her.
It's on top of my tongue, but I can't. Sir Hiss. I think it is.
yeah, sir. Yeah,
Yeah.
Then of course you got.
I always want to say Ka, but it's not.
Yeah, right. That was. I mean, in a way, Ka could also be straight up a villain of her own, on its own, because of the fact that not really working with Shere Khan, but try to get Mowgli. It's like the cartoon, the animated version with the eyes and stuff. I'm like, yeah. And when you're watching it, especially when you get older and you've been through some of the things I've been through, it's like, whoa, that's like a trip.
yeah.
I do have to say though, and I mentioned him already, but I want to make sure I double back. My favorite sidekick, though, I think out of the evil ones, though, is Iago.
That's what I was just gonna say.
Wilfred Godfrey nailed it as Iago.
Mm-hmm.
I agree, but I can never say that name right.
It was funny,
Yeah.
and yet evil, and I loved it.
Yeah.
Wilfred Godfrey's stand-up is over the top hilarious too. So
Yeah.
when he was announced as playing Iago, I'm like, oh wow, okay, I definitely want to see this movie. There's a lot of times when they make a mention of an actor, doing a voice, or in a movie, even in a movie trailer, I see an actor that I like. I'm like, okay, I want to go see this movie in theater. Obviously, I didn't go see Aladdin in theater, but yeah, listen to Gilbert Godfrey do Iago, man. They could never got anybody better.
Nope.
Yeah.
Oh, Lucifer. Yes, Ubaldo.
Yes. Lucifer. Definitely.
I mean, cats are naughty, so aren't dogs. But Lucifer was naughty, which my cat.
Oh, yes.
Don't do that. Alfie, stop. Alphaba, no. Alfie, no. She's naughty. She's messy. She's playing with the wire.
What was the first Disney villain that you ever fell in love with?
I think for me, it's Iago. I truly believe. And that was after Little Mermaid. I want to say it was Iago. And then probably Lucifer.
Mine? I don't know. Do you have one that you...
Shirkan.
Shirkan?
Yeah, Shirkan. Hands down. I mean, it's the first one. I mean, again, it was the viewfinder between that and Robin Hood. And the Robin Hood one, I mean, even though you don't have sound or nothing, you can tell that Prince John's a weenie.
Oh, yes.
So, yeah, I mean, as far as that goes, it's Shirkan all the way.
Yeah.
That was the first one I fell in love with. And mainly, and a lot of it because I've always dug tigers. I mean, when we went to the zoo when I was younger, I wanted to go to the tigers. That's where I wanted to be. I wanted to be at the tigers.
Yeah.
I didn't care about the rest of the animals there. It was the tigers. Give me the tigers.
Tigers, yeah.
First one you ever fell in love with?
It was Ursula, because that was the first one that I remember. And then
So her sidekicks would be, Jessam.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
Awesome.
Heck yeah.
What about you, Scott? Oh, wait, you said yours. Sorry. You're fine. We went out of order.
We're just going around the horn.
Yeah, we are.
For me, it's kind of Disney because they had their characters at the theme park during that era, but it was Shredder from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yes.
They used to have Teenage Mutant Turtles meet and greets when it was during that era. But if from Disney, the first one was Cruella de Vil, was probably my favorite until Scar came.
He's from Mulan, is that correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I'd have to go back and watch Mulan again. It's been a while since I've seen that one.
Oh.
And again, it's been a while since I've seen most of them.
Yeah.
There's a certain one that stick in my head.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yep. That's all you got, Kim. Yep.
Well, I'm excited because this is kicking off our Disney month. I feel like it could go easily 2 months, but
it is. This is Disney month, and the last week you guys will see Scott for 3 weeks.
I don't think so. You are going to be on
Girls'
this
Night is only the last Tuesday of the month. Come
exactly.
on.
You're going to be in that seat for everyone but the last Tuesday of this month.
I love how I get in trouble all the time. Anyways, on real quick, I know we kind of talked about it earlier. Anybody that does play Disney Dreamlight Valley, tomorrow is update number 5. Bring in Fairy Godmother.
Yes.
So, update number 5 is tomorrow.
She can just come and clean my house and give me a dress.
Exactly. I completely agree.
Kim's house too.
And the cool part about that is anybody that's playing on Xbox, PC, or Xbox X/Series X and S, and also PS5 and PC, we will get to up our limit numbers on how much crap we can have in our valley.
Yeah.
People playing on Switch might just blow the thing up. It's gonna crash.
Well,
and it's gonna crash hard tomorrow.
Yeah.
Too much new stuff coming. But anyways, no, this has been a great night. I've had fun. I mean, Disney villains, especially when you go animated villains. I mean, nowadays, when you talk about Disney villains, I mean, people are gonna throw Star Wars out there, and it's like,
yeah, we need to do the categories.
Yes, they bought the IP, but technically,
yeah.
I mean, otherwise, then Princess Leia becomes a princess.
Yeah.
She is a princess. She's my princess.
I meant a Disney princess.
Ask Jennifer. We've had the conversation.
But no, I'm happy for this month. One, it gives Nicole and Kim a chance to really go
Down
into
a new way.
Well, yeah, I mean, for me, like I told Kim earlier, the 80s for me, in early days of VCR, mom and dad weren't, I mean, we had Disney Channel before it became a premium channel. Then it became a premium channel, and then mom and dad said no more premium channels, got rid of everything, HBO, Showtime, and Disney Channel. So there went Kids Incorporated, like, well, that sucks. It's only show I like watching. But like I said, every time my sister would
Great,
rent,
I got Kids Incorporated in my head. Thanks, Scott.
you're welcome.
Couldn't have left the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse in my head.
Every time we go to the rental place, if my sister picked out a Disney movie, I would go to my room. It wasn't like I wanted to watch, But then again, I was becoming a teenager or in my teens, so I was growing out of that type of stuff. And then
for me, I think I was really lucky. For some reason, for me, I kind of kept with Disney when I was in my early teens. But then it's like I met Jennifer, and she loved Disney, and we just clicked on that. So we, in my late teens, it just kept going, and then we got to be introduced to Harry Potter together and all this other stuff. So we got to really like a lot of that stuff that where people would normally maybe lose sight. I didn't lose that because between her and I, it worked. It made me want to continue to, I just can't. You're stealing the show. Yeah, it just made me want to continue to watch.
I'm waiting for her to get closer and then have the tail smack her.
Hey. No, she's getting away from me now. Hey, get out of the bookshelf. Get out of the bookshelf.
Hey, she wants to read a book.
She's such a sneaker.
Of course, you can still see the shadow of the tail.
Oh,
I love it.
Hey, back over here. Hey, stop that. Trying to knock stuff off.
Exactly.
She wants attention.
Well, I'm waiting to see if she attacks the computer again.
Yeah, I am too.
No. Alfie, that's a no.
That was funny that night.
We still need to make that into a GIF or like take in.
Yeah,
we need to make something out of that because that was too good. I can hear Kitty. Yeah. And your guys' face is hilarious.
Kitty. Oh, look, there went Nicole.
I think that was the Kitty.
But yeah, no, I mean, this can be a good month. I mean, we've got a lot planned, even if some things don't come out or work out the way we were hoping. We do have a lot planned, and then of course, end of the month is definitely Girls' Night with the princesses.
Yes, the Disney princesses. Yes,
the Disney animated princesses.
There you go. Let's talk about that.
Well, there we go. See, Nicole just get Jennifer the rest of our idea, or the rest of what we're doing the rest of the month. So you can come on out.
No, but she's more than welcome to join us the rest of the month.
I would love to do the Disney sidekicks. I love Disney sidekicks.
Well, we'll talk afterwards. But if you want us to join us for Girls' Night, you're more than welcome to it. That's the Disney princesses, and I'll tell you the last thing. Drop it. Sorry. Drop it.
You don't know me. I love Disney, so I'm down talking about Disney.
She grabbed a flower. It's not a real one, but still. It's okay. Okay.
Well, thank you for coming on the show tonight. We really do appreciate it. I'm happy Nicole reached out to you. Nice meeting you.
Thank you for having me.
Real quick. Jennifer, where can we find you on the social medias?
Twitter is Disney Boardwalk, and Instagram is Disney Boardwalk, and Facebook is Peace Love Disney.
Yeah, Peace Love Disney, though Facebook is definitely the biggest page. and a very good page at that. So
Yes.
I'm looking for a positive, wanting to remember the legacy of Walt Disney and what he created.
Yeah.
A peaceful channel, because
Yeah.
literally we will do that.
Yeah, I try to keep the
That's
peace there. It's not easy sometimes, but we try.
Well, that's all that matters.
Scott's about to put you in the back room, so stay around. And that's right. Let's do it again. All arm flapping.
All right, guys. We want to thank everybody that showed up tonight in the chat, watching the live show again. If you are an audio-only listener and you are listening to this show, come join us on Tuesday nights. The chat is where it's at. Plus, you can see us live, and you can see everything going on in the show.
Yep. And if we have a special,
and cats.
Yeah, and cats. Oh yeah, you can see our mascot too.
And can you believe it? For once, we actually had a show where we didn't have to hit the button.
Exactly. We all had it together tonight.
Because on Sunday we
fell apart on Sunday. Put us on a day we're not used to. We fall apart. But no, it's been very fun. It was a fun night. Again, make sure you guys go check out Jennifer at all of her social media links. I will get all those we'll get all those added to the show notes, obviously, especially on the audio only and on here on YouTube. But yeah, next week we are definitely going to be doing Disney sidekicks. Stay tuned on us. You may have more polls to answer throughout the week.
Probably.
Who knows? Probably. If you guys do, you'll notice that at least on the Twitter side, I will retweet all of Nicole's. Obviously, you guys know she's at PL _fandoms.
Fandoms.
I'm trying to remember
It's a
that.
play off of Peace Love Disney. So
Right.
Fandoms.
And of course, using bees is always at wherever the hell we're at. I don't remember. I don't remember what the handle is on YouTube or on Twitter. It don't matter. Go to bio.link/useabusepod. You can find everything there.
Yep, it's all posted.
But we had fun. Hope you guys all had fun joining us. Again, I am Scott.
I am Kim.
I'm Nicole.
We are Used and Abused, and we hope everyone has a great night, a great weekend, and as always, be kind to everyone. And I've got the wrong video ready to go.
Peace.
Oh, Shanti, just so you know, I haven't got a chance to add you to this part.
Hi, Hannah. Bye, Hannah.
Hi, Hannah. Bye, Hannah.
Peace out, Hannah.
You're late,
Everybody
Hannah.
in the chat.